So as you know, we cover a lot of Dragon Ball and Digimon content on this channel, and today I'm going to be telling you why Dragon Ball Super needs or should have been like Digimon Adventure Tri. And no, you do not need to watch Digimon Adventure Tri to follow what I'm going to say, so please bear with me. Hello and welcome to Dimsy's Domain, and in the summer of 2015 we got the reintroduction of a much loved franchise that was Dragon Ball in the form of Dragon Ball Super, which were to air in an episodic format every single Saturday, a new episode, and currently to this day we have a new episode. So every single week essentially we have a new episode, and sometimes you get a break here and there. But what's the difference between Digimon Adventure Tri? Both Dragon Ball Super and Digimon Adventure Tri both had a prequel, which was the main and most popular version of the franchise, that being Dragon Ball Z, and the other one being Digimon Adventure. So Digimon Adventure Tri comes out every 6 months in the form of a movie, in the form of a 90-minute OVA or 90-minute movie, as it is aired in the cinemas in Japan, and is very successful. Crunchyroll streams it in the form of 4 episodes, and in the previous movie, the third movie, it was actually 5 episodes, so it was much longer. So why should Dragon Ball Super adopt this format? I'll tell you why. First things first, if you look at any episode of Digimon Adventure Tri, the animation and the quality is absolutely flawless. It oozes and shows the high level of quality that is on display, and guess what? They're both made by Toei Animation. So if Toei can do that for Digimon, why the hell can't they do it for Dragon Ball Super? And that's one of the things which I was thinking about. People have said and they complain during the early stages, during the mid stages, and even now the animation is just not up to par. I know the animators are pressed for time and they really worked slave labor essentially. It's very difficult to provide absolutely jaw-dropping animation every single week on week, and it also depends on the animation supervisor. But if you have a movie coming out every 6 months, and it's not even every 1 or 2 years, but every 6 months, I'm sure you are able to work on these movies and touch up so that there is no flaws. And this is one of the things which has been an issue in Dragon Ball Super, the pacing. The first 2 arcs were just a rehash, a retelling of the first 2 movies. What you could have done is maybe taking those movies, keep them in their entirety, and you could make them into, convert them into episodes, and maybe pad it out a little bit here and there in the form and the style of the movie. And since the budget is much higher, since it's a movie and the time is far bigger, there's a larger time window, you could achieve that surely. So here's the thing, Digimon Adventure Tri, 6 movies in the space of around 2 or 3 years. What could Dragon Ball Super do? Okay, let's say they're in close to 6 movies. One movie is Battle of Gods, one movie is Resurrection of F, the other movie could be the Universe 6 arc, the other movie could be the Future Trunks arc. Each movie can essentially be an arc, or if it's a very tenseful arc, or they want to pad out an arc which has the potential to overflow to a second movie, why not dedicate 2 movies to a certain arc or a certain story point? I really do not want to spoil a video I made earlier, because I did spend a lot of time on, and this was one of my earlier videos, but it's talking about, are we too tired for Dragon Ball Super? So please check it out. But if you adopt this movie format, you will not only not suffer from this mental fatigue or this Dragon Ball burnout, but instead you'll build up this patience, and therefore you'll build up the hype every single time from movie to movie, and that's gonna really help the overall reception to Dragon Ball Super if it was in this movie format. And that's one of the things which I think Digimon Adventure Tri has the advantage over Dragon Ball Super. Both of them, they're preying on the nostalgia for the elder fans. Digimon Adventure Tri's catchline, its catchphrase is essentially, this is for the fans who grew up with the original Digimon. So they are aiming it towards the adults. Now, you could always aim it to the adults to drive the merchandise and really capitalize on that front, and Dragon Ball Super can surely do that. And since they have Dragon Ball Heroes and all this other stuff, I'm sure they could do that. And Dragon Ball can do it way better because he has this ability to reach out to kids and adults alike, and he has so much more of a brand recognition, especially in the global market and even in Japan. It just has so much more potential. Here's my pitch. I think Digimon Adventure Tri has the model that Dragon Ball Super should have adopted, both being from Toei Animation, and Digimon Adventure Tri in the cinemas has been insanely successful. Look, Battle of Gods and Resurrection F smashed it in the cinemas. Imagine if every single release, if it was in a movie format, telling the stories, telling each arc of Dragon Ball Super was in the movies, and you could then put in the theaters throughout the West, all these Western regions. You got a moneymaker, you got like a gold mine right there. So why the hell didn't they capitalize on that? Anyway guys, tell me your thoughts. Should they have been like Digimon Adventure Tri, or should they have been as it is right now? And am I just overthinking things? You may now exit Dimsy's Domain. Thank you and goodbye.